In today's video, we're going to talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Cardano, Sushi, loads of crazy news and all sorts of other stuff as well. Also, I'm going to be answering a question that somebody asked me regarding something I showed on one of my groups yesterday regarding the Eip1559. So we're going to talk about that as well and look at the total market structure and exactly what's going on. So obviously, you know, I always like to greet you guys with my little heat map so we can see everything at a glance, and we can see that majority of the market is kind of green, minority is red. Now, we're not going to stick around here too long. Let's go to the coin market cap. Also here, I want to show you something on the coin market cap. So today we can see that we're hovering around this 1.887 trillion. You just call it there, well, 1.8 trillion basically. We did go up to 9 trillion and we're kind of just bouncing around that little number. So we're going to look at that. And also, if you look at the dominance, you can see the BTC dominance is dropping and Ethereum dominance is gaining. And also looking at dominance, another dominance you need to look at is BNB. BNB is gaining significant dominance, as you can see from these charts here. And what's going on. So there's some really good stuff going on here. We need to just look at all of these things, look at these data a lot more. So as you know that I always say, if we're too close to the all-time high, we are going to at some point break it. Again, also same with Ethereum. Binance, as you can see, very close, only a few dollars away, right? Cardano, a few cents, but it's not much of an issue. It is picking up, and we're going to get into the charts in a bit. We've got Polkadot, Uniswap, and a few other coins already. Also Filecoin, I want to talk about Filecoin as well. So we're going to get into all of these. So just to start off with, I want to get into the Bitcoin chart and show you what I'm seeing on the Bitcoin chart. So on the Bitcoin chart, as you can see on the daily, that we're kind of indecisive. Yesterday we did not decide, neither did we decide today, right? So we're still kind of indecisive. We don't really know what direction to go. But as you can see, we've been knocking, and this particular low is actually higher than this low, which is always a very bullish thing, right? Just to have a zoom into the charts and say, okay, how do we get a better picture of what's going on? All we have to do is go to a lower time frame, like 4 hourly, an hourly, and see what's going on. So as you can see, we haven't really been knocking down too much. We've been knocking up more, right? To get a better picture, let's go to the hourly and see what's going on. So on the hourly, you can see that, you know, each of these lows are actually higher than the previous, right? So we're getting higher lows, which is much better, and also it's very good. And we're too close to this particular line that we have here, and at some point we are just going to go straight up and knock it. And if you look carefully as well, you can see all these wicks. All these wicks you're seeing here, every one of these wicks is a sign of how bullish we are. So just to get into the other thing as well, there's obviously, we talked about the pi cycle. We talked about how the pi cycle reacts. Now we're going to get into that, and before we do, let's just go to the stock to flow and just have a look. And you can see clearly on the stock to flow how we're holding this particular pattern, right? So, you know, the price action is kind of following the chart itself, which is very good, right? So we're, you know, so far for me, I'm quite happy with this. And you know, I think we are getting to that level where we might see a massive spike. We don't know when, and we don't know how much, so you just got to wait for that. Also, if you look at the Bitcoin investor tool, you can see that basically where 1 second, let me see if I can zoom into this. So you can see that not long ago we were very close, right? On February we were very close to this particular line, and then I was saying that we need to come down, and we did come down, right? And then we went very close again, very scary when we hit that all-time high. So as you can see, you know, each time we go close enough, it's like a danger. But right now we're going sideways, which is very good, and the average price is 58, which is fantastic, right? So that's where we want to be. We don't want to go too close to this line, so focus on this line more than anything else, right? And what this one does is basically it calculates one of the line is a 2-year moving average, and the other line, you know, both of them 2-year moving average basically. So if you just look at it, you can see what's going on. Now, where do we want to go? We want to go to the pi cycle. Now, the pi cycle is the most interesting out of all of them. So if you remember, not long ago, we were sitting at the 38. Currently, the pi cycle is showing a 41 to be the 350-day moving average times 2, which is a 700-day moving average. And then the other line is the 111-day moving average, right? So you can see that both of them are very close, okay? Only a few, as you can see, 41,657. And then on the bottom one, we've got 41,170. So our average is also increasing exactly as mentioned. Now, a lot of people are getting confused thinking thinking that we have crossed over. As you can see, when we zoom into this, we have not crossed over. We're still just moving sideways. Nothing has happened, and this line could easily change. Also, if you have to, another thing to notice is that this whole chart itself is fairly new, so it's not 100% accurate, right? So, but we don't use all the data that we just see in one place and then take that and, you know, make all sorts of assumptions. So just looking at the overall structure, I've shown to a few of the people on some of the groups what we see, and we still see a W. We do not see an invalidation yet, right? So if you can see carefully, we still see a W. We just have to break above this specific neckline, and then we're going to basically go smashing through. And if we do, as you can see, we've got different targets set up with the Fibonacci's that we have not changed, and they've been sitting there for some time now. So let's quickly move over to sushi. Now sushi, I've been mentioning sushi to a few people, and what you have to notice on sushi is what sushi is doing. So this is on a daily chart, right? So we just put the daily chart. As you can see, I mean, we can take different points. We can take this point, we can take that point, any point we want, it doesn't matter, right? But ultimately, looking at this, right, if we put sushi and we just look at the bigger picture, excuse me, where are we? All right, ultimately, if we look at the bigger picture of sushi, right, and we want to go to the biggest picture available, so for us, the biggest picture available would be here, where we had the lowest of the lowest. And from that point where we are, it's quite funny how we've fallen back into the golden ratio, the golden pocket. So it would be a good opportunity for anybody who wants to pick it up, carry on, because sushi is doing all sorts of new innovative stuff as well. They partner with new companies, they're doing all sorts of new crazy stuff, so it does have a good potential. Also, if you look at the thing, we're constantly doing higher highs, and we're constantly breaking the all-time highs, so it's got good potential. So that's one I just wanted to put on your radar as a bonus. Right now we're going to go into BNB. Now BNB, I talked about it today with a few people in the group, and what I wanted to show to them was that we've got the 15th quarterly burn, right? So by the end of April, so they don't have a fixed date, we are going to be burning a whole bunch of Ethereum, Binance coin. We just don't know how many because they haven't announced it, but you know, they're on a mission to burn as much as possible until there's only 100 million coins remaining. Remember, they did start off with 200 million, and then they were, a few months ago, they were like 170 million, and then they dropped to about 153 million. So they're doing quite a good job actually burning these annually, because they did bring it forward, and they're going to be burning it faster, which is a good thing. So I'm going to quickly jump onto Cardano. Cardano, I've shared it with the group as well, and I've been telling them how, if you look on the daily and you look at these longer time trend lines, right, we're actually continuously bouncing within these zones, right? So if you look, you know, the lowest we went, bounced here, we came back here, we bounced here, and this is what we're doing. So obviously we're expecting another bounce, and the next bounce could take us up to here, right? So our targets that we have, we may just reach them at any point. So, you know, it looks very positive. Personally, you know, it doesn't matter where you put the Fibonacci. Again, remember, Fibonacci's are quite subjective. So I can put a Fibonacci here and just tell you, like, you know, okay, we found a nice little low point. This is where we are, and where do we think we're going to go? If we just use this, we can see it's showing a $2.30. So we're going to have like almost $1 more, which is not a bad deal. But if we just ignore all these Fibonacci and everything, and we just look at the longer time, we can see that we're creating this pattern where we're constantly going to be bouncing around like this, right, within this box. So it's a matter of time when it actually breaks out. So we just got to wait for that and see what's happening. Now I'm going to quickly take you to Ethereum, right? And sorry, I'm trying to make the video as short as possible because I don't want to make it too long, because I've got loads of stuff to talk about, right? So in this video, you can see on the chart as well, we've got another W forming, and you know, we have broken above the neckline. So that was the crucial point for us, right? Because it was very important that we break above this neckline, and we did just that, right? So this purple line represented the neckline, and as you can see right now, we are above our previous our W neckline, and it's a matter of basically just smashing through. And if we do, as you can see, the prices are already flashing already here. We can see a top of at least 2,450. So, you know, Once we get there, we might get a massive rejection. The pattern I'm looking at is at some point we're going to be climbing in the next few days like this, and then we're going to have a nice little bounce back, and we might come back to this particular line here. So if people are asking me when to buy, when to sell, then these are the dates that I want you guys to look at. Now I want to go into a few crazy news about Ethereum, right? So this is very important. What I talk about is Ethereum 2.0. Ethereum 2.0 was originally mentioned in 2014, so we're kind of 7 years late on Ethereum 2.0, right? So I just wanted to quickly put this onto everyone's radar, that it's not a new thing. Everyone in the Ethereum community, Ethereum mining community, or anywhere else, right? They've all known about this because it's already been part of the conversation a very, very long time ago. You can actually check this on the Coindesk. I'll put a link down below as well for if anybody's interested, right? So the subject's been around for a very long time. Now, with this, another thing that comes in is a lot of people are front running it, right? So they're trying to basically get into the Ethereum hype, and right now, this particular MEV is like kind of, as they're saying, like the Wall Street, crypto's version of Wall Street front running, right? So a lot of people are jumping on board because they are making a lot more profit. And compared to 2017, Ethereum miners are actually making about 50% more profit, and I'm talking about today's price as well. So there's a lot of money being made on that, right? But the conspiracy part that I want to put in, right, and this is very important, what you need to understand. So we know that Ethereum is planning to do the London upgrade on July, right? So we know about that, and this is what I want to put in. We know that MIT are going to release a prototype in July. Question is, what are they using, and why is Ethereum doing it at this similar time? This is what's important, right? So we know that Ethereum wants to do the Eip1559 with the London hard fork in July 2021. So we know that the month of July seems to be constantly popping up, and I've got a feeling this and this are both connected. Right, as I always say, like, it's, sometimes it's just staring at you in the face, right, and it's just a matter of you picking up the, connecting the dots and seeing what happens. So in this case, I think this is what's going on. I think there's something going on, because remember, these guys have been working on it for many years now, right? It's not the first time they've announced it. They've been working on it for a very long time, and you can read more. I'll put the links in below as well, so you can actually see what's going on. So in the short term, I could see a massive pump coming, and then probably a massive dump, right? I don't know, but I just want to stay positive, and especially with Ethereum, if they are building technology on top of Ethereum. And as you know, the Ethereum Foundation has pretty much all of the world's top 500 companies involved or kind of invested in the Ethereum Foundation. That just kind of proves it that it's got a lot of use case, and if somebody's going to use something that's already built and has stood the test of time and very robust, then it would be Ethereum. So I've got a feeling Boston FED and MIT are working with Ethereum, and coincidentally they're all going to be launching at the same time. Also, just to drop you a little bonus, a little news came in earlier on. Coinbase is planning to do its the public offering, the public launch on the stock markets. I think they said 14th of April. It's not confirmed 100%, but as soon as the news comes through, I will send it. So other than that, guys, I'm going to cut today's video and do a few edits here and there. I've got a bit of things I need to take out. But other than that, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share with one another if you find value into this. And I hope to see you on another one. I hope this video wasn't too long. Thank you very much. Alright guys, this is me from the future. Sorry about the camera. Camera's not that good. It's the MacBook camera. It's kind of rubbish anyway. Forget that. But I wanted to quickly say something. I did say a brother asked me a question. I was going to answer it, and I actually realized while I was editing I didn't really answer it. Sorry, I've been really busy. This video, even though it's like 15-20 minutes video, I've done it over like 3 hours. So I was running around, rushing around, doing all sorts of other stuff. But just wanted to drop this one on there. ETH 2.0, you don't have to worry. Ethereum Ethereum will take care of that. In fact, when Ethereum launches the ETH2.0, they will automatically give like for like, right? So your Ethereum will automatically convert to an Ethereum 2.0, and if you're on an exchange, the exchange will do that for you as well. So it's nothing to worry about. Obviously, it's a massive thing, so don't worry. It's not like going to be, we're going to have a ETH1.0 and a ETH2.0. None of that's going to happen. It's going to be done very nicely, very easily, so you don't have to worry about it. I just wanted to put everyone on everyone's radar and you understand that the July month is very significant. So anything that you want to do in Ethereum, you got to do it before July, because I don't know what's going to happen, right? And you know, I've got this kind of a theory in my head that something's not going to be good. But you know, just take it as with a pinch of salt. So it might not be true. We might go to 20k, right? We don't know. But what I am going to suggest to anybody, and I'm going to do myself as well, so I'm only advising what I will do. So I'm planning to scale out of Ethereum. If I've got any initial investments out, that's the first thing I want to take out. Doesn't matter about the profit or anything. And then if it goes to 20k, good luck to me, right? So that's what I want to drop in, and I hope this answers your question, bro. You know, F2.0, you don't have to sell your Ethereum 1 to get Ethereum 2. It's not gonna, you don't need to, it's gonna be automatic. Okay, so I hope this